Good morning and welcome back to the allotment. It's the 7th of June, so there's quite a few jobs to do. Unfortunately, the weather's not very good. We're forecast rain most of the day, so it's going to be a day or a morning working in the polytunnel. There's lots of little jobs to do. I've been away for a few days, so there's the tomatoes to tidy up, and then there's the garlic to sort out, and the winter onions in the polytunnel. I think I'm going to lift those as well. So I'll just turn the camera around and you can see the jobs that I'm getting on with. Okay, so I've got a quick job to do while there's no rain. I'll just lift this cover up. In this bed we've got some kale and we've got some spring greens, or early summer cabbage, whatever you want to call them. So I'm just going to harvest one of those cabbages. Go nice with a bit of lamb. So that's the outside job's done, and now I'm going to concentrate on working in the polytunnel. All our brassicas are well netted, keep the pigeons off, and some of the cabbage white butterflies. Anyway, I'll get back with the jobs inside the polytunnel now. Okay, we're now back inside the polytunnel, and what I'm going to do now is tidy up this garlic. So you saw me dig the garlic up at the end of last month. It's had a little while to dry off, so I'm going to cut the tops off, and these can now go back home where they'll be finished off properly. Just trim the roots off as well. This should get us through the year, and there'll be a few cloves to plant up for next year as well. So I'll just get on with this job, and when I've finished this I'll move on to the next job. Okay, so that's all the garlic trimmed off and ready to be taken home, and it still needs a bit of drying out to clean up a bit more, but then it can be used. Okay, so the next job in the polytunnel, I think, will be tidying up the tomato plants. So you can see on this one here I've got some side shoots to take out and it needs tying in again. So that's my next job to move on to. Okay, for those that missed previous video on trimming up or maintaining tomato plants, what we're looking for is these side shoots. Where the leaf is coming out, we would just want to pinch out that side shoot, and that will give us stronger trusses of tomatoes. Okay, and then what I like to do is tie in. I just use a bit of string so it goes round the tomato once, and then I go around the cane twice, so any pressure from tying the knot is on the cane and not on the plant itself. Okay, I've got all my other tomatoes to do. Just find another shoot there. Got all the other tomatoes to do. So I'll get on with doing that and then we'll look at the next job. So the next job today in the allotment polytunnel is to lift out these onions. That's not a particularly good one, the bulbs. I'll put on that one. Some of these are small. But as well as lifting out the onions, just tidy up the bed a bit, because the idea is we're going to plant some salad crops in this bed. Do get things coming under the side of the polytunnel as well, particularly bindweed. I've got the opportunity to take that out. So what I'm going to do is just lay the onions on the top of the ground for a few days for them to dry out. Now that's a nice and decent sized onion. Just needs to dry out a little bit. You can see as well that we've got the cucumbers planted up in here. So the onions, a little bit mixed, but come to expect that, particularly with the winter onions. But coming just at the right time because we've finished all the onions from last year. And these are just ahead of the ones that we planted outside. Okay, so I'll carry on getting the onions up and then we'll move on to the next job. Okay, so I've had to come back down the allotment. I couldn't finish the previous video. I'd run out of memory on the SD card. So I had to finish the jobs and then I've come back down and recording what I actually did. So I'll just swap the camera around and go through what I actually finished off doing. Okay, so in this trough I planted up the radish, and then just move along a little way past the cucumber plant. In this one I put the sweet candle carrots. Decided to leave the elephant garlic in, but that'll probably have another week or so before that's taken out. Okay, so that concludes the video and I'll see you again soon.